Good evening. Welcome again. This time we're on page 9. Page 9, the last set of notes in your packet. You've made it so far. Hopefully you've learned about slope, given 2 points, point-slope form, standard form, and slope-intercept form. So let's finish it up with the what if you're given 2 points. We're on page 9 of your notes. So first, to write a linear equation given 2 points, there's a process you have to follow. The first thing is you have to find the slope using the slope formula. So you have y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Alright, so that's the first step. We have to find the slope. Once you find the slope, you can use the slope and the first point and put it in the point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So first, find the slope. Second, use the slope and the first point and put it in point-slope form. Third, we're going to continue and get y by itself to write it in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. M is your slope, b is your y-intercept. So let's start with the first problem. Let's start by labeling it, x1, y1. That's my first point. Here's my second point, x2, y2. Let's use these 2 points to find the slope. So 7 minus negative 1, and then negative 3 minus 1. So y1 minus y2 up top, x1 minus x2 on the bottom. Here you get 8 over negative 4. And so what is 8 divided by negative 4? I believe it's negative 2. So you want to simplify your slope as much as possible. Okay? Now let's use the slope, and let's use our first point and put it in point-slope form. So we have y minus y1, which is 7, equals m, which is negative 2, times x minus negative 3. And this minus and this negative becoming positive. So I'm going to put plus 3 here. Now if you remember, here's my point-slope form. If you remember now, there's 2 steps. We're going to distribute, and then we're going to get y by itself. So let's distribute. Take this negative 2 and distribute to the x and to the 3. Let's bring down the y minus 7. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Now let's get y by itself. And the only thing we can do here is add this 7 to both sides. We can't add it to the negative 2x because they're not like terms. So we have to add it to the 7. This cancels out. I have y equals negative 2x plus 1. So here is my slope-intercept form. So again, we went from finding the slope first, then we wrote the point-slope form, then we moved it over to the slope-intercept form. And that's the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Let's try number 8 now. One more time. We label the first order pairs x1, y1. Then we label the second order pair x2, y2. Let's find the slope using the slope formula y1 minus y2, negative 7 minus negative 4 over x1 minus x2, which is negative 6 minus 3. So negative 7 minus negative 4, you can put in your calculator and you're going to get negative 3. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9. And when you simplify this, you should get 1/3. Okay? Now, let's use the slope in this point, and let's write the point-slope form. So you have y minus y1, which is negative 7, equals m, which is 1/3, times x minus negative 6. There's my point-slope form. Let's finish it up and put it in slope-intercept form like we're supposed to. First, I'm going to combine these two negatives right here and make a positive. Y plus 7 equals. Now I'm going to distribute. 1/3 times x is 1/3 x. These two negatives make a positive. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 1 is 2. Lastly, let's subtract 7 from both sides. Cancels out. Y equals 1/3 x minus 5. It's a long process. There's 3 steps in that process. Finding the slope, finding the point slope, and then distributing and getting y by itself to get the slope-intercept form. I hope this has helped out. I want you to try the rest of the problems on your own, and then when you come to class, we're going to go over them. Thank you, and have a good night.